YouTube's going on, guys? Patch here. Hope guys are having a fantastic day, guys. I have some very, very bullish Cardano news that I don't see anybody talking about. And honestly, this might be the difference maker between those who make a lot of money in this space and those who don't make a lot of money in this space. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet and you guys like making money in crypto, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We're going to be talking about Ethereum, Cardano, Bitcoin, BNB, and like I said, share some very, very important things that I don't see a lot of people talking about. Really quick though, if you guys haven't checked it out, check the first link down below in the description. If you guys want to see every single trade myself and my expert team are entering in real time, as soon as we enter those trades, every altcoin trade, every leverage trade, everything is posted in there, as well as you get access to the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space. Some of the smartest people in there. I swear I've learned a ton from these guys. I've had a lot of successful trades given to me from the community as well. So it's been really, really nice. The best part is it is free for 14 days. So for 2 weeks after you sign up, you don't have to pay a thing. You can see every trade. You can have everything risk-free. If it doesn't work for you, you don't like it, no questions asked, you can cancel and you'll avoid getting charged. So that out of the way, let's look at some Bitcoin analysis before we dive into everything else. So starting off with Bitcoin, we are looking pretty good because remember last time we had this drop below the EMA ribbon, we said before we saw the bearish flip that we wanted to break above. Now what we're seeing happen here is exactly that. We broke above the EMA ribbon again. We're back above it. Hopefully what we see here, now I haven't moved this white line, and this shows the importance of accuracy and the importance of knowing where your lines are, where your resistances are, where your supports are. I haven't moved this line, and if you see, we basically touched it we did touch it exactly with this red wick candle. We then, let me zoom in for you guys can see this red wick candle here. Then we rejected off of it, had another attempt at the resistance, which we broke straight through, then had a retest of the resistance that's now support, and now we're bouncing off of it and looking really nice. That tying in with the RSI still well below the resistance point that we have, still plenty of room to move to the upside. Every time we've seen it touch previously, it's led to a new all-time high. Keep an eye out on that, either for this resistance to reject before the all-time high or for this resistance to line up with a new all-time high. It potentially be the sign of the top for the short term. Keep an eye out on that. 4 hour, 1 hour are looking really nice. 4 hour flipped already. We talked about this previously as well, wanting to see it happen. Broke above. We saw the flip. The EMA ribbon opened up. We then had a rejection off of it, which lined up perfectly with the white line. For Bitcoin, I would say things are starting to look a little better. Now, the key area here is obviously going to be $60,000. We're at that range right now, anywhere between 59,500 to 60,500. This range here is going to be resistance for Bitcoin, which we want to see break above and head to those all-time highs. That's going to be one of the biggest indicators right now in the short term. Keep an eye out on that. Obviously, RSI had a little bit of a peak, cooled off a little bit, allowing for the next run. Watch out for it. That's going to be one of the most important levels to determine if we're going to go to that new all-time high or not, is going to be breaking that $60,000 resistance. But let's go into the exciting news. Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, mainly why this is so bullish for Cardano. If you guys haven't watched my video that I made previously, go ahead and check that out. We talk about a lot of good things relating to Cardano, what they're doing, why I'm so bullish on them, and why I'm adding it to my portfolio. And I'm adding a good chunk to my portfolio. I've always had it. I had it when it was, below 30 cents, below 20 cents. I'm adding even more right now while we are seeing pullbacks. And I added a good amount at around $1.1, I think it was. Now, starting off with Ethereum. Ethereum price is hitting all-time highs, $3,200. It says making Vitalik a billionaire. I don't know if that's 100% true. I don't know how much Ethereum he owns at the moment. I don't count my man's bank account. Don't care. Most important part of this, Ethereum is $3,200. Now, the reason why this is so bullish, now this is great for Ethereum, fantastic, but the reason why this is so bullish for Cardano is because Cardano is trying to be better. And so far, they have proven that they are trying to fix the issues that Ethereum has. One of the biggest ones, and one of the things I don't think a lot of people notice, and this is going to be, again, hopefully I clip this and post it on other social medias, because this is going to be a chunk. It's not going to be a gold nugget. It's going to be a gold bar for you guys that I'm giving you. Bitcoin, or crypto in general, was in the beginning a rich person game, right? Maybe not the early 2010, 2011, but in the beginning stages, it was a rich person game. Most people who made a shit ton of money in crypto were already wealthy outside of crypto. People that invested, like, oh, I'm a Dogecoin millionaire. I invested 180K. It's now worth $2 million. You have to have 180K to invest, right? If you invested $10, you're not going to be a Dogecoin millionaire if you invest at the same time that guy did. So a lot of the crazy gains we see are from people who made a lot of money outside of the crypto space. Now, the crypto space helped, and there are some people, don't get me wrong, who have changed their lives with the crypto space, which is phenomenal. But a lot of people were already wealthy and had money to play with that they could risk in an investment like crypto. Now, with that being said, Ethereum, if you look at some of the transaction fees that it has, it could range anywhere from like $40 to up to $100, depending on what the network's like at the time, whether you're trying to buy an NFT or you're trying to have a swap on an exchange. And to most people, they can't afford $50, $100 every time. We have to consider, no, if you and I have been in the space for a while, we've seen our portfolio grow, well, it's sick. But most people, if they're trying to join in right now and they don't have a lot of money to throw into the space, they're not going to pay $100 to swap $50 worth of Ethereum for an altcoin. This just doesn't make sense. And if you look at the average American salary, and America is one of the places with a better salary, I'd say, that better average. If you look at the average salary, let's say if you take away rent, you take away tax, everything, let's say people have like $1,500 of disposable income. With that, if they're paying $100 worth of fees every transaction, they can only make a set amount before they wipe out their income. And that's a big problem. Ethereum fees could get cut in half, and it's still way too high. There's a lot that has to change to make Ethereum adoptable to the whole world, because these fees at the moment are way too high. That's where we see things like BNB and Cardano come in. Now, BNB has had an insane run. Hopefully you guys picked it up under, what was it? Under $500 that we were looking at. You're already up over 30%. I told you guys I was picking it up here. I like BNB. I told you guys under 500 is a steal. Hopefully you guys were able to capitalize on that. If you were, let me know in the comments down below. Always love seeing you guys win. But this is where BNB comes in. Now, BNB made transitioning, it wasn't the smoothest transition from the Ethereum platform over to BNB. It wasn't perfect, but a lot of people did, and BNB had a lot of adoption, and we're seeing it jump up, and it's still not perfect, right? But we're seeing people leave Ethereum for BNB. It's still not perfect. Cardano is aiming to be even better, and what they're setting up to do is be even better than what BNB is. So to me, the higher Ethereum goes and the higher BNB goes, the more potential I see Cardano have in the future. And that's, again, why I'm so bullish on Cardano. Now, BNB on the short term, keep in mind, we have the NFT marketplace launching on Binance. You know Binance is going to do something BNB related with that. You're going to know BNB is going to play a huge part in that, and that's probably going to take the price up. So short term, BNB is looking very, very nice to see some pretty good gains. Again, it's already at, it just broke all-time high. It's probably going to do it again. It's probably going to continue up, whether it's a consolidation, then move up, whatever it is. That NFT marketplace is probably going to propel the price of BNB. It's also likely to get the hype back into NFTs, which is going to lead us to the problem again of potentially fees being too high. That's where Cardano comes in. Now, I've been saying how bullish Cardano is without looking at the Cardano chart yet. We've been looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB, because those to me are two of the biggest indicators of how well Cardano can actually do. The market caps of Ethereum being that high, to me, shows that Cardano is likely to, or at least has the potential of getting at least there, if not further and even bigger, because they aim to have lower fees, which would be, just looking at the fees, not counting anything else, any other feature they have, just looking at the fees would mean more adoption for the average trader, the average investor, the average person who's trying to get into the crypto space and wants to buy an, $100 non-fungible token. They don't have to pay $100 worth of fees to do it. Maybe they want to swap $20 to an altcoin just so they can be in it and they can have their fun. They don't have to pay $50 for them to do that. And that's going to be huge. Being able to do that for, fractions of a dollar for a fee is going to be way better. It's going to cause way more adoption. And you guys know what happens with adoption. Prices for the coin tends to go up. So, Ethereum, to me, I've been in Ethereum for a long time. I've sold a good chunk of my Ethereum. I'm now moving on into BNBs. I told you guys when I was buying that. I've gone to more Cardano as we're going into that. The whole thing is being ahead of the game, right? Ethereum might be great for people who bought CryptoPunks were wealthy. Rich people bought CryptoPunks. The average investor is not buying a CryptoPunk. It's just not happening. So yeah, I wouldn't mind paying $100 fee either when I'm paying $100,000 for a CryptoPunk. But when you're not buying a CryptoPunk and you don't have 100 grand to spend, it's a big deal. So hopefully you guys get kind of what I'm saying here and why I'm so much more bullish on BNB and Cardano than I am Ethereum. Still, Ethereum is, the second biggest cryptocurrency. It's going to do well. It's I have a soft spot for it, but I will say when it comes to actual use case, functionality, adoption, I think BNB and Cardano look better than Ethereum. That shouldn't be a hot take, but it might end up being a hot take, and I might get a lot of hate for this in the future. But I want to end off with Wyoming. University of Wyoming allocates $4 million to staking 3 coins. People are starting to speculate which ones it is. This is what I'm going to say. Staking, it sounds like a fun little passive income thing. Staking's legit. On some altcoins that are good, staking is very, very legit. And it's giving people better returns. Let's go into a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a side note. Banks they take your money. You have 100 grand. You give me 100 grand. Don't worry. I'm the bank. Give it to me. I'm going to loan it out at like 8%, 9%. I'm going to make a ton of money on it, right? I'm going to give you 0.01% and I'm going to keep the rest. It was your money. I make all the money. You make nothing. You get hit with inflation. Sucks to be you. I'm the bank. I win. Staking kind of lets you have a good chunk of that percent. Now, it's not because of land or whatever it is, but the percentages, you actually get to keep a much better percentage than if you were to put your money in a bank account, in a savings account, and let the bank lend out your money and give you a fraction of a percent just to have. It just doesn't make sense. So a lot of people realizing that, hey, with Ethereum or with Cardano, whether it's staking, whether it's, BlockFi, whatever it's called, whichever platform you're using, good altcoins that are going to be around for the long term, you can stake them, earn 8%, or USDC. I've seen places offer like 12% for holding USDC there. 12% is a lot better than you get in most places. So people are starting to realize this. Again, a good sign for adoption, a good sign that people, this university, I think it was like a division in them, the one that's looking into the blockchain and all that stuff. But still, more people are probably going to catch on to this. Crypto provides passive income. Quick question before we end the video. Do you guys want to see me talk more about the passive income side of crypto? I know it's harder because, 8% on $100 a year, it's not the greatest return. You're making $8 a year. It's not a big deal. However, not only can you compound it, not only is there that, some places offer more than 8%. It's a little riskier. But if you have more money, if you've been in the space for a while, you can make some great passive income doing it. Let me know if that's something you guys want to watch. Let me know if that's something you guys want. Let me know in the comments. I'll make videos on it. We'll talk about staking. We'll talk about lending. We'll talk about, trading, all that good stuff. Trading's not passive, but you guys get what I'm talking about. We'll talk about the passive income side, the income side. Let me know if that's what you guys want to see in the comments down below. That's going to be it for this video, though. Pretty intense. Again, gold chunk, not gold nugget. Everyone else might give you gold nuggets. I'm trying to aim for the gold chunks because they're bigger. And I think a chunk's bigger than a nugget. I have no idea. But yeah, hopefully it makes sense what I was talking about. Look for where people are headed, not where the hype already is right now. While Cardano's sideways and boring, and everyone's talking about how it's not hitting all-time highs, that to me, when it dumps, is the one that I want to be buying. Ethereum hitting 3,200 all-time highs. I'm much more skeptical buying into something that's pumping right now, hitting all-time highs right now. BNB did it, but I told you guys when I was buying, so obviously I'm not buying right now. I bought under $500. I'll buy again if it dips. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.